Yes! Alrighty. What's up, everybody? It is I, your Tribal God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here for a Saturday afternoon video. Well, late Saturday afternoon video. Right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. I'm gonna miss you, John Cena! 9. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below in the gobbledygook, otherwise known as my pants. So, subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love support. Leave a comment on this video or any one of my videos on any of my channels from the past, the present, and the future, Conan. But don't leave stupid comments, because if you do, you're going to need an attitude adjustment. And you're going to get slapped in the face, sent to the Shadow Realm. Satan and Ozzy will pretty much eat your soul. And then feed you to John Cena, who will hit you with another AA. And then you'll pretty much be done. And that's pretty much it. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you do, you know what happens. You know what happens, you know. You're pretty much SOL. And a big FU to you for missing it. And if you don't know what SOL and FU means, well, where have you been? But I digress. So, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And that's it. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you dare. And that's it. And if you're brand new to my channel, if you've never seen my channel before and you're here for the very first time, and you like what you see, like what you hear, you like wrestling or sports besides wrestling, and music, and anything else that I talk about on my various channels, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button down below. And when you do subscribe to my channel, as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, you relax, grab your nice, tasty cold one. As always, we have Pepsi here, but straight Pepsi because we don't drink. But I'm not denying it because I don't need to drink. So I'm a social drinker. Social drinker. Learn the difference. You don't fuck. And that's pretty much it. But whatever you're drinking when you pretty much watch my show, half drunk and high off whatever you got. But if you're not doing any of that, grab yourself a nice tasty cold one. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, well, get out. Get out of here. Pretty much. That's that. Simple as that. Can't understand if you don't like my video. I don't care. Because I don't like your video either. Oh, he's talking about wrestling. I'm bored. Well, you're boring me 5 seconds into the fucking video anyway, so. And after time, you spend an hour and a half talking about somebody else, then talk about me. But it is what it is. Wasting your time. Do something else with your life, please. For the love of God, get a life. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday afternoon. You know, sun is set here in the Northeast, so we're getting close to Saturday evening, December the 13th, 2025, a date that will go down in infamy. Coming up in a couple hours, ladies and gentlemen, break out the Kleenex, because tonight is the final night that we will see one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, not the greatest, but one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You know him, you love him, you can't get enough of him. Yes, that's John Cena! John Cena's final match tonight against Walter, or Gunther, tonight in D.C., Washington, D.C. Tonight on Saturday night's main event on Peacock. So, should be an emotional night. Lots of surprises tonight. Kurt Angle's in the building. Trish Stratus in the building. Linda McMahon in the building. I don't know about Vince, but We got a lot of people. We got pretty much three of the McMahons in the building. Triple H, of course. Hunter, the game. The game. Triple H with a proboscis nose. And his hot wife Stephanie. Hi, Steph. She's gonna be pretty much co-hosting the show. But it's gonna be an emotional night. Cena's going on last, which he should. I don't know what's going to happen after the match. There's rumblings of the Rock. Though, there's an update to that. Rock is not going to be there unless it's a last-minute thing. But I think Cena, after the match, will cut a nice fucking promo, thanking the fans. And then everybody's crying at home. Me and you and everybody else will be crying. In the arena, in DC, even in the back, the cameraman, Stu, especially, Cena's wife will be there. What I think should happen is when Cena wins or loses, probably be losing, but who knows, I think after the match, after Walter goes to the back, he might stay, who knows, but I would have the entire roster, the Smackdown, the Raw, and even some of the NXT guys was always going to be there. Javon Evans, Ruka, but there's going to be, everybody is going to be in that arena tonight to see one of the greatest of all time do what he does best and perform at the top of his game. Say he doesn't have a title to, go out with, but it is what it is. But surefire Hall of Famer, I would not be surprised if we hear that he's going into the Hall of Fame come this April. Stephanie's already been announced by The Undertaker. I would not be surprised if Hunter or Steph says, "Hey, John, you got one more appearance." John's like, "What? What do you mean by that? I'm done." "No, you're going to be at WrestleMania because you're going into the Hall of Fame." And everyone's like, "Yeah, John Cena in the Hall of Fame, yeah." I wonder who inducts him, though. That's the question. I would say, if I was a betting man, well, I'm not betting, but if I was, if I had it my way, who Cena shouldn't get inducted by? Randy fucking Orton. Why? Because they came up together in 2002. It fits. I don't want it to be Hunter. I don't want it to be freaking Stephanie, because Stephanie's going in by herself, so she can't induct anybody. It has to be Orton. I know Michael Cole's his, butt buddy, but, whatever. But we all know the biggest butt buddy of John Cena is Randy Orton, but it is what it is. So I would have Randall Keith Orton, Mr. RKO, the guy who stole the Gilmore color from me. Well, actually, I stole it from him, so whatever. I would have Randy Orton induct John Cena at WrestleMania. Who else could it be? Edge? For a one-off? Yeah, I would do that. But anybody else with Randy, I wouldn't even like. Because Cena's had, Punk maybe. I would put Punk in there too, but I think Punk has other things to do, worry about. But we'll see what happens with that, but, we're 2 hours and 5 minutes away from Saturday night's main event, the final match in the career of John Cena. He is an ambassador, so he'll show up every once in a while, but, when he feels like it, like somebody will call him, like Hunter will call him, like, "Hey, John, we need you for a special episode of Raw, or Smackdown, We'll just come here to WrestleMania in Vegas. Click. You see, he's like, I got a movie coming up. Click. Like, shut up, Hunter. Yeah. So we'll see what happens tonight. Gonna be an emotional night. I already have my tissues ready. Rose has got her tissues ready. We're ready to go. We're waiting until 8 o'clock Eastern Time. But emotional night. I would do a review probably tomorrow. But if you haven't seen my Thank You Cena video, it's on my Peter Joseph channel. Check it out. On time, on cue. And yes, I took everything I said back from hating John Cena for many years in the PG era. I swear to God, if he comes out with basic thugonomics tonight, I am going to mark the fuck out. Word life! This is basic thugonomics! This is basic thugonomics! You can see me, you'll find the shovel. Hey kids! The kids are gonna be, I feel bad for the freaking, kids that love John Cena so much. Mr. Make-A-Wish guy. I don't know if he's still gonna do that, but I would assume he would, but... But, the kids are gonna be crying up a storm. I don't have my hero anymore, Daddy! 5-year-old kid, I don't have my hero anymore! Who am I supposed to root for? Hey, root for Roman. Because he's your tribal chief. Well, he's our tribal chief, but, for the kids, he can be your tribal chief, too. Well, you can root for anybody you want. Oba, Cody, sure, Cody. Cody. Cody! MDK, Cody, you bitch. So we have that, and we'll see what happens later on. Blah, blah, blah. Let me get my cross out. Because you gotta praise the Lord every day. Praise the Lord every day like we praise Roman Reigns and you praise the prophecy every day. So, works out. Alright, guys. Let's get into it. Got a lot to cover before we get to SmackDown. Saturday Night's Main Event. But speaking of SmackDown, it is time for your late and out-of-date SmackDown review from last night, December the 12th, 2025, live from the Mohegan Sun at KC Plaza in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. They were burying their souls last night. Cold as fuck, Pennsylvania. Probably, I think it was snowing there. It's gonna snow tonight here in New York. They're saying now they're saying they said 1 to 3, then they said 2 to 4, up till this morning. Now they're saying 3 to 6. Ugh! I mean, how much do you want to break my back, God? But I got the snowmelt all ready to go. I'm not doing it tonight. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna just show a little bit of snow and then throw some snowmelt out and then watch some football and then not do shit all day. Except for maybe some videos, and that's pretty much it. Just chill with the missus, watch some football, watch the Niners, of course. They lose tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed. How can you lose to one of the worst teams in the league, the Titans? Ugh. Titans are garbage. They barely beat the Browns last week. Barely. Because the Browns are stupid. How do you not have your star quarterback, Sanders, in when you're going for 2? I would fire that coach right now. Or at least by the end of the season. Fire his ass. What stupidity. I mean, really? Oh, you Met fans, I know we had therapy the other day. Well, cousin Dave finally woke up. We got Jorge Polanco today, 2 years, $40 million. He's going to be platoon at first with Vientos, DH, here and there with maybe Soto, and maybe Vientos will be DH, who knows. But I think a big signing is coming for the Mets. I know we lost Alonso, we lost Diaz and Nimmo. They're thinking about getting some people from the Padres. Not Tatis or Machado, which sucks. But, because the Padres GM or the owner said, oh, we're not getting rid of Tatis or Machado. Right. You say that now, and then next thing you know, oh, Manny Machado on the Mets. Right, I wish, right? We all wish. Aaron Judge goes to the Mets. That would be amazing. No pun intended, but it'd be amazing. Judge and Soto on the Mets, and it's never gonna happen, I know that, but, never know in baseball. Uncle Stevie got the money, so. wasted on his fucking casino, but he already is about to build, but he's getting all the revenue in, so. And Met fans, I know, everybody, all the Met fans today on sports radio is like, I'm gonna burn my fucking uniforms, all my Met gear and all that shit. I'm not going to Citi Field, or we won't need you anyway there, so get out. I'm done being a fan of the Mets. They're gonna suck next year, probably. You're a fake fan saying that. I know I was pissed. I did the video and everything, being pissed off at Peter with David Stearns, and I want him fired. I still do. But I understand the reasoning, because now you take the money, you get the money from Alonso's contract, you get the money from Diaz's contract and Nimmo's contract. You have money to spend on, hopefully, some good players. Because there's big holes now in the lineup, big holes in the starting rotation, and big, huge holes in the bullpen. So, I mean, if Uncle Stevie was a smarter man than he is, he would use that money and say, hey, let's go out and get somebody big. Let's get a big name starter like Scooble, or who else is available, I guess. But Scooble, I would love to have Scooble, but not Scooby-Doo, but Scooble. Scooble! I get you. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. But that's the big Met news today. Jorge Polanco, 2 years, $40 million. Basically a rental. Basically. But, he did some great stuff for the Mariners in the playoffs. One of the playoff heroes for Seattle, even though they didn't go to the World Series, because Toronto was just on a roll. And then they met the fucking Avengers, and then felt like Avengers Age of Ultron. Ultron was, Ultron is basically, next to Thanos, Thanos is just, forget it. But if you read Infinity War, the comics, Infinity Age, Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, Infinity Crusade, you know what happens to Thanos? By the unlikeliest of people. And no, not the movie where, you know who, that guy that's Iron, you know what I mean, took the fucking thing? Iron Man? Really? Okay, Thanos, dead. Wait, what? That's not how it went in the comic. Where's Adam Warlock when you need him? That's the guy who took the Infinity Gauntlet. And then they go, oh, what if Silver Surfer had it? Oh, God. If Silver Surfer had it, which he kind of did in the What Ifs, he had all the cosmic power and he had more. He was like unstoppable. Imagine Galactus had that shit. Holy fuck. I have unlimited power. You have unlimited times infinity, basically, Galactus. Shit. Now, imagine the Infinity Gauntlet in the Dragon Ball Z realm. You know who would love to have that, right? Vegeta. I have the Gauntlet, Kakarot! I'm gonna use it! You kill Kakarot with one, not even a hit. You just use the power gem, boom! Done. Bye, Kakarot, you can't come back. Not even with the Dragon Balls. Because Vegeta could use the time gem, it's like, oh, you can't do that. Or the Soul Gem, if Vegeta was ever killed, he can just come back instantly with the Soul Gem. Shit. Alright, enough about comics and everything. Let's get to wrestling. I know it's gonna get clipped. I don't give a fuck. Alright, Smackdown last night. Michael Cole and Corey Slave, your commentary team every Friday. Well, mostly every Friday night. And, one more live show. That's live. Next week, this Friday night is live. It's a double taping. Because the following week, the 26th, is a taping. Because of Christmas. But then we're back live January the 2nd. For 3-hour show. So we have that. So January 2nd is going to be a big show. Not the big show, not the big slow, But January 2nd, going back to 3 hours for who knows how long. And then we got Monday Night Raw from the Barclays Center in my neck of the woods, Brooklyn, New York. And I'm not going, because I don't care. It's a hop, skipping jump away from me. But just don't want to go. I got better things to do. So that's going to be a big show as well. The first Raw of the year, 1 year anniversary on Netflix. Possibility of Jericho coming, doubt that, but... And then we got Punk and Braun Breaker for the title. And who knows who else is going to be on that show, maybe Roman. But we got that. Alright, so we start off WWE Weltdown, or Smackdown. And Smackdown was pretty mid last night, as you would think, going into Saturday's main event. Alright, so we open up, if I can get my notes, my cursor to work, god damn it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we start off with a recap of Cody! MDK Cody, you bitch. What happened last week with him and Drew McIntyre, Papucho, where he came and Nick Aldis like, no, you can't come in here, you're still suspended. And then Cody beat him up in his car. And then Drew almost crashed the car into a freaking ambulance, then drove away. And then Cody comes out after that, says, Nick, I want to fight Drew. I don't care what you gotta do. Get him here. So we got that. And then we get a video from earlier in the day where Nicholas Aldis says, I can't get in touch with Drew because he's not answering my texts, my calls, my emails, my smoke signals. But I'm giving him a chance to come and speak about it face to face. So Drew was not on the show, obviously. Sorry. So then we go to live we go live. Nick Aldis tells Cody that Drew is not here. He's legally claiming an unsafe work environment. Doesn't all jobs have that? Pretty much. Cody's like, I got no time for this. I'm going to the ring to call him out. So Cody goes to the ring with his stupid fucking theme song. No! Anyway, not happy with Drew's claims, and says, the only reason it's happening because Drew is only half in, not all in. And if it was up to him, Drew would be fired. Well, you're not the GM, you're not the owner, so fuck you, Cody. And then the lights go out. Sabu, you stay there. Stay there, Sabu. I know. Genocidal, homicidal, death-defying, sad fucking boo. That he is. Alright, so lights go out, and we hear the music of the Hula, the man from Wakanda, the Destroyer, the Bringer of Words. Not words, words. And that's the man, the NXT Heavyweight Champion, Oba! Who? Femi. Who? No. Hootie and the Blowfish? No. Yeah, I like Hootie and the Blowfish. I'm over you! Okay. Alright, so Oba comes out, big ovation, loved it. Praises Cody, talks about how he can often see the future a long way off, pretty much. But this time, the future is right in front of him, Cody. And he says, to quote John Cena, your time is up, my time is now. You can see me, Cody. Cody says, well, nice John Cena reference. No, we both respect John, but guess what? I'm the man that beat John at SummerSlam for this very title. And he holds up the title. Then he goes to leave. Oba's like, no. Like, fella, bah, would say. So, Oba brings it back, and he says, alright, you want to hold up your title? I'll hold up my title even higher. Because Oba's 6'6", something like that. Can't believe he doesn't look 6'6", looks 6'1". He's like Cody, he's like right on the level of Cody. I'm just saying. But anyway, they hold up the titles, big stare down. just to hype up their match tonight. I don't know when it's going to go on. I would probably say it could go on first. It could go on second. Go on third. I would think the ladies' match will go on before the Cena match. That's what I think, because they probably start out. Alright, you know what? I think if I was booking it, I would have Cody and Oba start. Then have the tag team match between AJ and Dragon Lee, taking on Javon Evans and Leon. Have that go on, because that's going to be a banger anyway. Then have Sol Ruka and Bayley go on third, then John Cena to end the show. But I don't know what Hunter's thinking. He's not a great booker, you know. I am. I should book the show. Issa should book the show. Well, I'm going to clip that, right. We could book anybody could probably book WWE, even you shithead trolls. But I bet I'd do it better than you anyway, so fuck you. Let me move on. Alright, great segment between Cody and Oba. Oba's going to be a star next year. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be the breakout star next year. Next to maybe Braun and him. Be like right there for 2026 breakout star. Or maybe not maybe Wrestler of the Year. Maybe Wrestler of the Year, but we have that, and then for the women, don't know. Anyway, we move on. Alright, so 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to back with Praxium. That's Ben Frazier and A-Kid with a new mask. Tell the Za! Ilya Dragunov, the US champ. They got his back against the Psycho Killer and also Ciampa. Ilya appreciates the offer, declines it's like, I appreciate it, but I got this, because this is my responsibility, not yours. And he's like, John Cena introduced the US Open Challenge, and I'm going to carry on its legacy and its history, and everything seems to be cool with them. Okay. So we'll see what happens with that as we go to our next match, and I gave the segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. We go to Dragunov versus Ciampa, another banger after banger after banger. Another banger match with Ilya. It was pretty much made the US title look good, and I like it. Ciampa comes out by himself, even though he had a taped up arm. Don't know how he got that. But, goes after Dragunov's bad knee that was banged up, I think, last week. And pretty much, they beat the fuck out of each other. I mean, they slapped the shit out of each other, too. I mean, slap, back. I'm like, damn. These were women to be a bitch slap fest. Holy crap. We even get a John Cena circa 2002 proto bomb out of this whole match, which was, that was cool. Super air raid crash by Ciampa early in the match. And then we see Ilya's nose busted wide open. I don't know how. I think he got a broken nose or busted lip. I don't know, but he was gushing blood. But Dragunov hits Torpedo Moscow. And look, he was about to go for the H-bomb. And then we see Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano. They come up for the distraction. Candice got the best of that because she snapped Dragunov's neck off the rope. Ciampa hits the running knee. 1, 2, no, 2. It's 2.99999 Batman 5. Ciampa's all, he's all shocked, but then he goes for the fairy tale ending. Dragunov reversed that into a fruit roll-up, inside cradle, I should say. 1, 2, 3 to attain the title in just under 17 minutes. Great match, 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Ciampa and Gargano beat up on the champ, and then surprisingly, Carmelo Hayes, Mr. Him, he comes out, makes the save, and I'm like, you know what's coming. Teddy Long, player. I'm gonna make a tag team match. And if you don't like it, you're gonna go one-on-one with The Undertaker. Buckle up, Teddy. Pretty much. I could see a tag team match next week with Carmelo and Ilya taking on DIY. I can see it. I'm smart. It's not gonna happen here. It may or may not. I'm not the booker. I'm just a almost 49-year-old schmuck from New York, so. But I could book like hell, you know. Let me move on with that. Let me take a sippy sip. Alright, going back with the lovely Kathy Kelly. And she's with your boy, is Betsy. Ask him about his match, tomorrow night, well, tonight, basically. Teaming with his good buddy, the X Division champion, Leon Slater, to take on the tag team champions of Raw. That's AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. So Javon says, I don't know why... no, The Miz comes out. The Jizz. He comes out, says, why are we talking to him? So Javon's like, well, that don't work for me, unk. And then Miz is like, I ain't your unk. But he's like, how about we go to that ring and settle it like men? I'm gonna go to Nick Aldis, make the match. And Bounce like, go ahead, I don't give a shit. And then like Javon's like, okay, I'll see you out there, unk. Put the fries in the bag. You washed, unk. Pretty much. That's what Miz is. Miz is just boring bullshit right now. I know he's putting people over, which is good for him, but I mean, for us too, but... Because he's an old... Miz is an old fart. He's an old fart with a hot fucking wife. Good lord, I mean, Maurice... I mean, if you had a hot wife like Maurice, wouldn't you like to bang her every fucking day? Oh, shit. I would. I mean, I got my Asian wives, and Rosa too, but, I'm happy. But Miz, lucky guy, too, he fucked Maurice so good, she popped out 2 kids. And they're happy. I miss their reality show. Miz and Mrs., With Madison and, Monroe, the kids, everything. And then, Maurice's mom, Mrs. Maurice, or whatever her name is. It was a good show. It was a good show. But, can't go on forever. Like Total Bellas, Total Divas, Bianca and Montez Ford's show, which went nowhere. Hey, every show can't be like the Osbournes, I'm just telling you now. I mean, the Osbournes is reality television. Everything that came out of that was basically what the Osbournes came out of that. Jersey Shore, oh yeah! Paulie D! Gabs are here, There would be no Jersey Shore, there would be no Road Rules or Real World without the Osbournes. You wouldn't see all these dumb fucking dating shows. Or spin-offs of the Jersey Shore, Florida Shore, or whatever it's called. All these ridiculous other reality shows like Teen Mom and ridiculously dumb shows on MTV. MTV's garbage now. I mean, it used to be all about music and metal and Headbangers Ball, Ricky Rackman, Adam, whatever his last name was, back in the 80s, before Ricky Rackman. And then later on, it was my good buddy, Jose Mangin. And a few other, guest appearances. Ozzy was even a host with Zach. That was funny as hell. I'm gonna throw it to a video of mine! What do you think about that, Zach? Zach, look at my dick. What's wrong with it, Ozzy? I don't know, it's just there. I can't believe he told that fucking story. When I saw Zach do an acoustic show when he was promoting his book, which I have, signed, by the way. I'm not gonna show it, but... He told that story about Ozzy and him in the shower and then 2 fucking chicks, naked chicks, came in the fucking shower and saw them naked. And they just passed them by. I think they passed Ozzy by, but I don't know. They said hi to Zach because Zach was so, he was a 20-something-year-old kid back then. What's wrong with it? I don't know. Put it away. I can't get it hard anymore, Zach. I mean, I got stories, going when I was backstage at Ozfest with Ozzy and Zach and everybody. It was just insane. Insane, that stuff, man. Freaking Zach coming out in his underwear. I'm like, get that in his kilt. And showing his ass. I'm like, nobody wants to see that. Stop. Go away. It's like worse than seeing Ozzy's ass. Come on. When he did, it was funny. Yeah. Zach, look at my ass. Okay, well, I'm gonna get away from that. Alright, so we'll see what happens with The Miz and Javon Evans coming up later. Alright, then it's Firefly Funhouse time. Well, I don't have my phone, so I can't put my, flash the fireflies and everything. But the Wyatts come out for a little kitty chat. And Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, he doesn't like Solo Mibuki Soul Sokoa casting judgment on his family. Solo mentioning, saying you're a fake Wyatt. You can't have the Wyatt name. I'm gonna do what I do best. Believe. That pissed fucking Uncle Howdy off last week, as we saw with the brawl and everything. So he cast judgment on the family. Interesting that Solo's real family, meaning the MFTs, have turned on him. And if Solo wants the tag team belts of Smackdown, come and get them. So then we hear Solo's music, taking it all. Taking it all. I love that song. It's a banger theme. I didn't like it at first, but now it's like, it's catchy. Taking it all. Yeah. Alright, so Solo is on the Tron with Casey Mateo, the Grills of Destiny, Tama Tonga, the man who's a gremlin. Yeah! And his good buddy, Tonga Loa. Sayonara, sucker! And the big man himself, Hikurio, they're there. Solo says we're coming for the belts next week, so a tag title match next week. Better be a title change. So Solo gives them the option to give them up now, because otherwise all you can do is run. I'm like, back-to-back weeks Solo mentions the Wyatts. He mentions Bray a little bit last week. Now he mentions run. This little feud between them, between these factions, I like it. So, we'll see what happens this Friday night on SmackDown for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. Great match, but messy. And I smell a title change. I just do. We got that. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we go to back with Charlotte Flair, Horseface Charlotte Flair. She gives Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, a pep talk before her match with Lash Legend. Get done. So, gives a little pep talk, and then, Mommy! Rhea Ripley comes in by brutality. And says, hey, me and Io, my third wife, Io Sky. They're coming for the belts instead of them, so Lexi and Charlotte, not impressed. Not impressive, Skywalker. That puny move sucks. Not impressed. I'm not impressive. Emperor Palpatine does not like that. Or Vader, too. Impressive. Okay. Alright, so we see what happens with that. Alright, then we see various celebrities congratulate John Cena. We get Jimmy Fallon, who else we get? Shit. I know Jimmy Fallon, but I forget the other ones, but they congratulate Big John on his retirement. We get that. Then we go to Lexi and Lash Legend, who has a new theme. Not that Death Rebel crap. Well, not the, whatever. But better thing than she had when she debuted on SmackDown. She takes on Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and Nia. Woo! Jax, they're there. And damn, Lash Legend beat the fuck out of Lexi. 3.5 minutes. Nia teases getting involved. Charlotte kicks her down. Not in the hole, but, And then Lexi tries a DDT or the Sister Abigail DDT. But it didn't work because Lash hits the Lash extension. 1, 2, 3. She gets the win. Pretty much it. But I liked her gold gear. That was nice. So, Lash and Nia going after the tag team belts as well as Riho and Lexi and Charlotte and maybe Roxanne Perez and Roxy or Ms. Liv Morgan. We got that. Anyway. Alright, then we go to back. We have Kathy Kelly. She interviews Mr. and Mrs. Block. And that's not John Block or Marlena, my precious Doc from Days of Our Lives. It's Aleister Black and his hot wife, Zelina Vega. They're ready for their tag team match in the main event against the Terror Twins, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, Mommy and Poppy. Alright, so we got that. Alright, then Mike Bagel, Cole, and Corey Slave. They let us know that SmackDown is going back to 3 hours on January 2nd. Joy. Joy, 3 hours of Raw Wrestling. Alright, then we get to the Miz and Javon Evans. Pretty decent, not great. 8-minute match. I think this is Javon's SmackDown debut. But, at least the crowd gave him a nice ovation. I don't think he fits on SmackDown. Over fits on Raw. I think Javon could work something out on SmackDown. And Trick Williams with Mello. I think they're going to get back together and go for the tag team belts. Probably next year or maybe the year after that. I mean, we'll see. But anyway, pretty decent match. Miz actually initiates John Cena's finishing sequence. AA into the SCFU. But Javon fought back. Sends Miz to the outside for a big flippy give-it-to-you. And then back in, Javon goes for the springboard giddy casa. Bang, but gets blocked. But on the second attempt, he hits a big, huge, high elevation freaking gilly cutter. I mean, he got height on that. Woo! For a dude that's 20-something years old. That boy is bouncy. Shit. But he hits the gilly cutter. 1, 2, 3, Javon Evans gets the win over the Jizz. And that's pretty much it. Good match. Well, decent match. Not great, but anyway. Alright, then we go to back. Nia, woo! Jax and Lash Legend mock Mommy Rhea Ripley, who's not intimidated. I beat you. I'll beat you too. So they leave. And then Poppy Priest comes in and says, you okay? You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. It says, I like that intensity from you. It says, I'll see you out there. I gotta go get ready. So he leaves, and then Mommy turns and she sees Jade Cargill, the SmackDown Women's Champion. Oh, sign me up for WrestleMania. Oh, I would love for Mommy Rhea Ripley to either win the Rumble, like she has before, or wins the Chamber. I would love to see Mommy Rhea Ripley and Jade go at it at Mania. That would be epic. Epic! Come on, Hunter. Give me what I want, Hunter! Like my short on my other channel. Give me what I want! YouTube better give me what I want. Get these fucking trolls out of here. They're not gonna do it, but... Oh well. Someday. Someday, bloody someday! Okay. Moving on with that. Alright, then, Mia Yim doesn't like bullies, or who doesn't? So she wants to fight Jade, who then jumps her pretty much in the gorilla area, and beats the fuck out of her, and then says, hit my fucking music! Goes out, right to the ring, says, that's what happens when you step up to me, and then Mia Yim's music hits again. There was, I think Mia had a match, or I don't know, they was doing something. Mia comes out with a kendo stick, does a few things, smacks Jade with it a couple times, goes for a table. Obviously, I'm gonna use the kendo stick, now I'm gonna put it through a fucking table. And Jade's like, that's not working for me, bro. Gets kicked in the face. And then Jade hits a choke slam. And pretty much leaves Mia Yim a freaking dying heap on the mat. Can we get away from this? Can we just get away from Jade and B-Fab and you know, Mia Yim? Can we just release B-Fab and, I hate saying it, but B-Fab and Mia Yim? Mia should go to AEW. I've been saying it for years. She should go to AEW, work in that women's division, or go back to Ring of Honor. Hey, even get back with my buddy Prince Nana! Not prophecy, but the embassy. Buy his coffee, by the way. My good buddy Prince Nana. Swerve. But buy his coffee. PrinceNanaCoffee.com. Tell him when you buy the coffee, tell him I told you to buy his coffee. I don't get a percentage of that, I wish, but you know. Anyway, but Mia should go to AEW or just stay at home with Keith Lee, who will probably never come back to wrestling. I don't know what's going on with him. I know he had the heart condition, that's one thing, but I don't know if Keith Lee's ever coming back to wrestling. Same thing with Adam Cole, he's got the concussion stuff. I don't think Adam Cole's coming back. I just don't. He's better off doing Twitch. Chugs. You know. Keith Lee, I don't know what's going to happen with him. You know. As long as he doesn't come back with that stupid gray hair. And the stupid gray gear. It looked, ugh. It looked like Uncle Keith Lee. Like he's like 55 years old. Gray hair, gray beard, gray fucking gear. Like, ugh. What is he? Did he like run through a smoke machine or something? Shit. Like a carbon dioxide machine, or you know, he got sprayed with a fire extinguisher and it just came out like all gray. I don't know, but yeah, this thing. I mean, B-Fab and Mia are just useless on Smackdown. I mean, go back to Raw, and it'll be the same fucking shit. And like I said, I hate saying it about Mia Yim because I followed her career from Ring of Honor through CCW to TNA when she was known as Jade, the other Jade, not Jade Cargill, but Jade. Former Knockouts champion, part of the Dollhouse with Terrence Harrell and, who's the other person in that? It was Terrence Harrell, Mia Yim, and I forget the third fucking person. I was thinking it was Marty Bell. I think it was Marty Bell before she joined up with Allison Kay to form, I forgot the name of the fucking team. It's in my head, I guess can't think today. But I met both of them, by the way. I met Allison Kay and Marty Bell at an indie show. They're very nice ladies. Talked a little about the NWA, a little bit about TNA. Nothing great. Nothing much, but they're very nice people. I did meet Mia Yim. Early Mia Yim. Not now Mia Yim, but when she was the princess of the embassy. Oh, she looked so good. Just remember who hit it first. Adam Cole, baby. Oh, yeah. Watch Adam Cole's CCW stuff with her and the promos they did. I plowed that. Yes, you did. 20-something-year-old Adam Cole, baby. Mm-hmm. Lucky fuck. Should've been me. Yeah, but you say Prince Nana did, but no. I don't know. I mean, I never really asked Prince Nana that about the early days of his Ring of Honor. Well, the days when Mia Yim was in the embassy. But I remember seeing her for the first time. I forgot what pay-per-view it was. I think it was Glory by Honor. 2008 or 9. No, it had to be 8, because when I took Rosa with me to Ring of Honor. I think the first show. The first show when I took Rosa to a Ring of Honor show. She met Prince Nana. We saw Prince Nana. We didn't meet him at the time, but we saw Mia Yim. The Necro Butcher was part of that faction. He fucked up Grizzly Redwood. I mean, he fucked him up. Grizzly came off the top rope, splat! Rosa's like, he's dead! I'm like, yeah, pretty much. He's fucking dead. I think that was the show where Roddy beat Seth Rollins, known as Tyler Black. He beat him for the title on Tyler's last night in Ring of Honor. Because we all knew he was going to WWE at the time with NXT, FCW, whatever. Well, we gave him the business. We gave Seth Rollins the business that night. We said, Cena's bitch! Cena's bitch! And Roddy beat him, it wasn't a surprise. But Roddy beat him for the title. And bye-bye to Tyler Black after that. And that's how Rosa fell in love with Todd Sinclair. Who doesn't even work anymore. Sucks for her. And Truth Martini. A good buddy, Truth Martini. She still talks, once in a while, follows him on Facebook and everything. But, whatever. But, my man, old school Mia Yim was good. I mean, good. Like Prince Nana would say. Good. We in the money. We're gonna have some drink cocktails. Do. I could go for a shrimp cocktail right now. I don't have any shrimp, though. Shit. And I'm not gonna go out and get one. Not that many places you can go to get a shrimp cocktail. I mean, I'm not gonna go to the restaurant now, but it's almost time for getting close to 8 o'clock. Not even 7 o'clock yet, but it is what it is. But maybe after the New Year, pretty much after the New Year, me and the missus will probably go in a nice fancy restaurant, getting some shrimp cocktail or calamari, Or maybe my cousin will make me some calamari later. I don't know. My cousin Tony D'Angelo. A good buddy. Alright, moving on. Alright, so, Jade still has the cockroaches, B-Fab and Mia Yim still howling her. And whatever. Alright, then we get a video for the Last Time Is Now tournament. We saw the whole tournament where Walter won. Then a Saturday Night's Main Event rundown. And then a video on Ola, the Buddha, Debbie, the Buddha, the Destroyer, the Bringer of Words, ha! Wakanda forever, pretty much. We got that. Then we go to your main event of the evening. Rhea Ripley and Poppy Priest, the Terror Twins, taking on Mr. and Mrs. Black, Sabina Vega, and Aleister Black. This match was bad. It should have been not the main event. It should have been started the show or somewhere in the middle of the show. I mean, for the men, Aleister and Poppy, they did their thing. But I don't know, and I understand Zelina lost her uncle, who was her second daddy, I think the day before. Or the day before that, like maybe a day or two ago. So my condolences go out to Zelina and her family and everything. Maybe she wasn't in the right frame of mind. So maybe they should have just scrapped the match for the following week. But I mean, it is what it is, but get to the part of the match where it just fell apart. So they just picked up, and I think Poppy launched her at Rhea Ripley for a Hurricane Rana, and then Rhea tries for Riptide. It gets reversed, And I think Zelina was trying for Code Red, and then landed really bad. I mean, really fucking bad. And then Michael Cole and Corey Slade was like, what just happened? I was like, and the way that Mommy landed on Zelina, I mean, Zelina was like broken in half. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, how did she finish the match and not hurt? I mean, Zelina Vega's like 125 soaking wet, 4 foot, whatever. Tries for Code Red. I think either Mommy forgot the spot. I don't know what happened there. Miscommunication. And Mommy just landed right on Zelina and like folded her up almost like a pretzel. It was disgusting. I was like, shit! I was like, damn, if Zelina ain't broken in half. And she just got right back up. I'm like, what the fuck? Her legs were like, you know, how? Anyway, I don't know how nobody got hurt in that. But anyway, Zelina gets the Code Red on the second attempt for the fall. And then Mommy Rhea Ripley muscled her up into an electric chair. Aleister comes in, they have a standoff, and Mommy hits the headbutt, knocks Aleister off the apron. And then, oh no, I take that back. They're standing with Aleister Black until Poppy Priest comes back in with the Laser Lamont, Chico, Laser's Edge. Something happened to this, something happened to you, Chico. And then Mommy picks up Zelina, hits Riptide 1, 2, 3 to finish this garbage fest match. Terrible match. Under 10 minutes. But the Terror Twins get the win. And Zelina botched another move where, I think she was trying for a Hurricane Rana or something. And she goes, like, does a flip with her legs. And she, like, came... I don't know what happened. She just, like... Bleh. And then she hits, like, a short DDT. I think she was trying to do, like, a Hurricane Rana DDT. And fucked that up. I don't know. Like I said, I think Zelina might have had nerves. I understand it, but... I mean, you're on live TV doing that shit. And it's not going to go well with people in the back. So, I don't think Zelina has any heat. I don't think Mommy has any heat for that horrible match. But, we get that. And that pretty much ends Smackdown. Not on a good note, but still, pretty mid. Pretty mid show, and I still gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you motherfuckers thought of the show in the comments section. You can do your own video if you want. We do whatever you want. And that's that. Alright guys, I'm going to get into episode 97 of the Shadow Slayer 2.0 series with your Saturday Night's main event predictions for John Cena's final match. And then we're going to get right into Saturday Night's main event. I might do a review tonight. I might do it tomorrow. Maybe before the Niners game. Because I still got to do I'm going to do a Dynamite Collision review. Because Collision just ended, by the way. I didn't watch it yet. So I'm going to watch it probably after Saturday's main event. I'm going to go watch that later. And then I'll do that review tomorrow. That's definite. So your Dynamite Collision review on the Peter Joseph channel. Then we'll talk about TNA Ring of Honor after the Niner game. And your Niners post-game show tomorrow as well on the Peter Joseph channel. And your Ring of Honor TNA review will come right here on the Kill Demons channel. And then we're pretty much done for the week. And then we go into the week before Christmas. And a lot of action. Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, tape, by the way. Tape Dynamite, tape Collision on the 20th. And that's the weekend of the Hammerstein shows, which I'll be at next Sunday. So might get a few videos early next Sunday, but pretty much after that, early Sunday, then Sunday afternoon, I'm in New York City, so at the Hammerstein, so enjoy that, and that show will be on December the 27th, for Christmas Collision. No, not the 27th. Sorry, the 25th. So on Christmas, we're gonna be watching Dynamite. Not Dynamite. Holy shit. We're gonna be watching Collision, or watching football, whatever you're gonna watch. And you won't see me because I'll be in the balcony. I didn't get good seats for that show. But it is what it is. And then after that, actually next Saturday is the Triple A pay-per-view. I'm not going to do predictions for that. I will do a review of it, but not predictions. I might do a predictions. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Because I got to do World's End, because I am taking a break after Christmas. Well, pretty much on Christmas, after Christmas Day, taking a week off from Christmas till New Year's Day. So I'm going to try to get because of the Continental Classic, I'm not going to do the review, not the review, sorry, the predictions video. So the next Shadow's Lair will be episode 98, which will probably be my year review. That'll be after. Actually, no, that'll be my Christmas episode, pretty much saying Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys in a week or so. Just to recharge the batteries and come out fresh on January 1st. But I will be around on the community tab on my social media. And that's it, because I will be out taking a break. So, because I need one, people need a break here and there. But it is what it is. So a few more videos to go. Pretty much tonight, tomorrow, all next week, up till Christmas, and then take a little break for the end of the year, and then come back pretty much as the ball drops. And first video on the Peter Joseph channel with your New Year's Eve / New Year's Day video, just welcoming you guys to 2026, Happy New Year, and everything like that. And then we'll start fresh with reviews on that, well, probably later that on New Year's Day. I'll talk about the year in review, talk about, World's End, I'll talk about Raw and Smackdown from the 29th and 30th. I'll do a review for Dynamite. So, probably a few videos on New Year's Day, after the New Year's Day, the first video of New Year, 2026. Then you'll get your AEW review, and maybe the actual year in review as we're getting ready for Smackdown. And then, pretty much, we'll get back on track and start the year off with a bang! We'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy Saturday's main event coming up in about an hour from now. I hope you guys got the Kleenex. I mean, it's going to be an emotional 2, maybe 3 hour event. I know it's only 4 matches, but we're going to have a lot of stuff in between, so we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to get out of here, do my predictions video, and get ready for Saturday's main event, and then maybe after that, we'll talk about it. Like Trick Willie would say, we'll talk about it. That's that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. If you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. I'm out of here. Peace!